Hi students, welcome to Sunil's tutorial. I'm Sunil Mirwani and today we'll be doing this chapter called as network analysis. Let's move on ahead with what we have left. Let's continue with crashing activity. I'll write the sum down. This is question number 6. Activity is given to you as 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. And the normal duration in days, normal time in days is 9, 8, 15, 3, 10, 2, no 5, 10, 2. Crash duration, okay, they made some simpler for you, they've given you the crash duration. The crash duration is given to you as 6, 5, 10, 3, 6, 1. Crash cost. Small easy sum looks like 20, 25, 30, 10, 15, 40. Right? Now, what have they asked us to do? They've asked you to get the network diagram, draw a network diagram, find the normal project duration and total cost. Let's see this. How do we do this? First, let's make the network diagram. From 1, I'm going to 2, from 1 to 3, and from 1 to 4. 1 to 3. And 1 to 4.
There can be multiple parts coming out of that.
Yeah. From 1 I have 2, 3 and 4. From 2 I'm going to 4. From 3 I'm going to 4. Right? And from 4 you have 5. Right? Now my normal time. Activity A 9 days, 1 to 3. Activity B 8 days, 1 to 4. Activity C 15 days, 2 to 4. Activity D 5 days, 3 to 4. Activity E 10 days and activity F 2 days. So my network diagram is ready. Next, once my network diagram is ready, the next thing that I need to do is I need to find out the various paths. Now, the paths that I can have is ADF, then I can have CF, then I can have BEF. These are the various paths I can have. Duration. Duration is 9 plus 5 plus 2. This is 11, 16 days. Then I can have 15 plus 2, 17 days, 8 plus 10 plus 2, 20 days, right? So, my critical path is going to be BEF. My normal project completion time, normal project completion time is going to be 20 days, right? Okay. Now, in this problem, only the crashing cost per day is given to you, right? Which means crashing cost per day. Now, if you remember your definition, crashing cost per day is nothing but your cost slope, right? So that means they have directly given you the cost slope. There is no data given to you in this sum regarding the direct cost or the indirect cost, right? Now, let's see this. To calculate the increase in the direct cost due to crashing, let us assume that the direct cost of the project is D. Since direct cost is not given, let us assume that direct cost is D. right? Now let's make the cost slope table. Activity 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, then 2 to 4, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5. This is nothing but we call this as A, 1 to 3 we called as B, C, D, E and F, right? E is 3 to 4, D is 2 to 4, yeah, right? Now first let's find out maximum crashable limit. Now I'll explain this to you. Maximum crashable limit is nothing but normal time minus crash time. Is nothing but normal time minus crash time. So for activity A it will be 9 minus 6, 3 days. For B it will be 8 minus 5, 3 days. For C it will be 15 minus 10, 5 days. Next 5 minus 3, 2 days.
4.
Then 4 days and 1 day. That's my maximum crashable limit. Cost slope is already given to you, otherwise you would have to calculate this. I hope you all remember how to calculate the cost slope. That is nothing but crash time minus crash cost minus normal cost upon normal time minus crash time. Here they have directly given it to you. 20, 25.
There may be a scenario where there is not given the cost slope, only given the duration. So how do you find the cost slope then?
Then you
Not
cannot,
possible.
it's not possible. Right? 20, 25, 30, 10, 15. Right? The next thing that you need to do is you need to rank this. You have to rank them in ascending order. You have to rank them in ascending order. Right? So the smallest number here is 10. So 10 is going to be given the first rank. Then the number closest to that is 15. Will be given second rank. The number closest to that is 20. Third rank. Then 25. Fourth rank. Fifth and sixth. So my ranking is done now. Right? Now let's make the crash table. So you will have crashing. Then you write all your paths. ADF. Then you have CF. Then you have BF. So you've written all your paths. Then you have direct cost. Now generally after this you have indirect cost and total cost. But in this particular sum neither the indirect cost is given to you nor the total cost is given to you. That is the reason why I am not drawing those two columns. Right? So before crashing, path ADF is 16 days, CF is 17 days, 20 days, and direct cost I have assumed as D. Okay. Now, I'd explained this to you earlier also, I'll explain it to you again. You always crash your critical path. You have to do crashing of your critical path. That means you have to crash activities B, E and F. Now, if you look at your cost slope table, guys, can you see the cost slope table? Between B, E and F, B has 4th rank, E has 2nd rank and F has 6th rank. You will therefore crash E first. Whichever has the smallest rank, that will be crashed first. So you will have first crashing E by 1 day. I have to crash E by 1 day. So all those paths that have E will get reduced by 1 day. Right? There is no E here, so this remains 16. There is no E here, so this remains 17. This will become 19. Now the cost of crashing E is 15 rupees. So my cost will now become D plus 15.
So why D?
We had assumed the die cost to be D na. Now to crash that I have to pay 15 rupees more, so D plus 15. Now we know that E can be crashed by 4 days. So let's move on to the second crashing. I have to crash E by 4 days. So this is my second day. When you have to crash E by 4 days, you cannot crash it simultaneously. You have to crash one day at a time. I'm crashing E. This will remain 16, this will remain 17 because there is no activity E in these two paths. This will become 18, this will become D plus 15 plus 15. So D plus 30. My cost was already D plus 15. I have to incur another 15 rupees to crash D. So this becomes D plus 30. Third crashing. E by 1 day. This is 16 as it is, this is 17 as it is, this becomes 17. I'm crashing E. So this will become D plus 45. E is to be crashed by 4 days. So you will have a fourth crashing.
So but then again it doesn't reveal the critical.
I'm not coming to that. E by 1 day. Now we have a problem, people. If I'm going to crash E by 1 day, my critical path becomes 16. Now as per my definition, critical path should be the path which takes maximum duration. Now it no longer takes maximum duration. So that means now this path, see this will be 16, this would be 17. That means my path CF takes maximum duration. To keep my critical path same, I'll have to either crash C or F. Now C has a rank of 5 and F has a rank of 6. So I'll crash C. Right? So I'll crash C by 1 day. So if I crash C by 1 day, this becomes 16. I was forced into crashing C so that my critical path does not change. Now D plus 45 is already your cost. To crash E, the cost is 15 rupees. Plus to crash C, your cost is 30 rupees. So this will become D plus 90. So after my crashing of 4 crashings of E, then the cost will become D plus 90. Now after E, the next two activities that I have to crash are B and F. B has 4th rank, F has 6th rank. Now here guys, when I crash F, all this will also change. If I'm going to crash F, this is 16 days, so this will become 15 days because there's a F involved in this also.
So you crash C and not F.
Oh, you crashed?
I've crashed C and not F.
16.
I thought I'd crashed C. Oh sorry, I crashed F. So F, C was there only in that. Okay. Now, the next crashing that I have to do, I have to select between B and F. So I'm going to select B because it has 4th rank. So my 5th crashing.
So it's not necessary now that even if the limit is 4, you have to crash it by 4 days.
No, I didn't get you.
Like the limit over here is 3 for B. So is it, are we supposed to crash it by 3 days or we can just crash it by 1 day?
No, you have to crash it by 3 days. Right? So I'm going to start crashing. So I'm crashing right now B. Right? If I'm going to crash B by 1 day. Now the problem is if I crash B by 1 day, that means this will become 15, right? Now if this becomes 15, my critical path will no longer remain the same. Now I've already crashed C by 1 day. Now what is common between ADF and CF? F. So instead of crashing C and F both, it's better that I crash F, right? So I'll say F by 1 day. If I crash F by 1 day, this will become 15 days. This will also become 15 days.
So that will become 14 days.
And this will become 14 days. Right? Now, let's see the cost that is going to be involved. D plus 90. Now,
You have to maintain that,
Critical
right?
path, right?
Critical path has to be maintained, right?
yes, critical path has to be maintained. So if I crash F, so what I'm going to do is, here I have to crash between B and F. If I go to crash F, I will not get my, that means if I go to crash B, I will not get my critical path. So what I'm going to do is, although my ranking of B is smaller than that of F, I will crash F only. If I crash F, my critical path will be maintained. That means this will become 15 days, this will become 15 days, this will become 15 days. And the crashing cost of F, the crashing cost of F is 40 days. So D plus 90 plus 40, that's D plus 130. Right? F can be crashed by 1 day. I have already finished crashing of F by 1 day. Right? Now the only other activity that I can crash is B. 6 crashing. B by 1 day. Now we are going to have problem, people. Let's try to see this. If I crash B by 1 day, this becomes 14 days. Right? F has already been crashed. Right? I have done one crashing of C. So C can be crashed by 5 days. So to reduce that, I'll crash C by 1 day. If I crash C by 1 day, this will become 14, right? Then I have D and A, right? I have a choice between A and D. A has third rank, D has
First rank.
first rank. So I'll crash D by 1 day. So if I crash D by 1 day, this will become 14, right? So in that case, now my cost will be D plus 130. Crashing cost of B. Crashing cost of B is 25.
25.
Crashing cost of C is 30.
10.
And
10.
crashing cost of D is 10. So this is 75 and 85. So this is 70.
195.
Huh?
15.
D plus 250. No, not 250. it should be
195.
195.
30, 60,
190.
70.
Plus 130 is 195.
So my cost now becomes D plus 195, right? Now, C can be crashed by 5 days, out of which 2 days of crashing I have finished of C. D can be crashed by 2 days, I have crashed D by 1 day. Now, in my critical path, I should have been crashing E, F, I have done. B can be crashed by 3 days. Can I do one more crashing? Let's see this. 7th crashing. B by 1 day. If I crash B by 1 day, this becomes 13 days. Okay. Now, C. I can crash C. I've already done
2 days.
2 days. So, and C can be crashed by 5 days. So I can crash C by 1 day. So this will become 13. Right? I've already finished crashing of D. D could be crashed by 2 days. I've done D crashing only once. So I can do it once more. D by 1 day.
And when you have to do all this?
Till the time I finish my 3 days of crashing of B. Right? So this becomes 13. So in that case, this is D plus 195 plus B. Cost of B
25.
is 25.
30.
Same, no?
C is 30, yeah.
10.
And 10. Right?
260.
260. Next, I had to crash B by 3 days. 2 days I finished. The last, one more day crashing I have to do. 8th crashing. 8th crashing, B by 1 day. Right, so if I crash B by 1 day, this is my third and final crashing of B. This becomes 12, right? C by 1 day. C can be crashed by 5 days. I've already done 1, 2, 3, and this is my fourth. Right? D can be crashed by 2 days, and I think I finished D crashing by 2 days. So A can be crashed by 3 days. A by 1 day. Right? So this becomes 12. Now in that case, this is going to be D plus 260. D plus 260. How much is that? 20.
25.
First of all, B
25.
is 25.
Plus 30 plus
C
20
is 30.
plus
A is
20.
20. Right? Someone do this. This is 310.
335.
D plus 335. Right? So I've finished crashing all my activities of critical path. Now, so crashing ends at the end of how many days here? How many days of crashing have I done? I've done 8 crashings. Right? Now, in that case, my normal, let's write the final answer. My normal project completion duration, normal project duration was 20 days. Right,
Yeah.
right in the beginning. And my optimum duration cannot be determined because we don't know the cost, right? Minimum project duration, minimum project duration is 12 days, right? And additional cost incurred is 335 rupees, right? Okay, that finishes that sum. We'll stop this here for the day. Thank you very much.